Hello, 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 everyone. How are you? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. It's good to be here with everyone again. And if you don't know, I am Q, and I would love to welcome you back to my channel, Eclectic Tarot. Now, today is Labor Day here in the United States. And for those of you who are Americans, I hope that your Labor Day has been safe and restful and that you have spent it with people that you wanted to spend your time with. Now, today is the new moon in Virgo, and currently I am bathing in this energy from a beautiful Palm Desert Springs oasis. I am on vacation myself. Now, this month, our lunations, the new moon and the full moon, they are going to occur on the Virgo Pisces axis. Okay, so they are going to occur on this axis right here. Okay, and this axis, this part of the celestial wheel, is going to bring us energies that are going to ask us what is real and what is part of the dream world. What is fantasy versus what is fact? What communication comes to us that's verbal and in the physical world versus communication that is unseen and comes to us from beyond the veil? When and where should we work and then rest versus are we out here playing around and avoiding doing the work that needs to be done? Better yet, how can we, as inhabitants of the physical, merge the energies of practicality and the unseen and magic to bring about change? Okay. Understand that this Virgo Pisces axis is about change and transformation, as this is a mutable sign axis, okay? And the mutable signs are the signs that initiate and bring about change. They occur right before changes happen, okay? And this energy of this month, again, these lunations are going to be on the Virgo Pisces axis of the celestial wheel. This energy is always going to happen. Change is constant, but it is definitely going to ask us and ask you, ask me as well, how can we take advantage of the thing that is always meant to be, of the thing that's always going to occur, which is change? All right. So, just a few things to think about. Now, talking about this new moon in Virgo, it is occurring here, 11 degrees of Virgo. And the first thing that we can see in this chart is you can follow this line here and see that this new moon is opposing Saturn. Now, Saturn is at 16 degrees of Pisces. So while it's not an exact opposition, the energies are still there. They're still present. They're still being felt. And I want to bring your attention to the sign based conjunction of Saturn and Neptune, both of whom are in Pisces. And this Neptune energy, it's mixing in, okay? It's mixing in. And there is a feeling, or you may be feeling, as if you need to not only do things correctly, but you need to fact check, right? You need to fact check what is going on. How are you doing something? Are you doing it the correct way? Do you have all of the information? Okay. The push and pull energy of what is real, what's not real, and even the thought process of wanting to see how deep the illusion goes so that you can counter it with the truth. These are themes. These are themes that we're going to be dealing with, okay? Now, adding on to this, if you could look here, you can see that Mars is in a square with Neptune. Now, as much as you want to get things done, as much as you want to get things going again, really, really think about checking first to make sure that however it is that you act or that the information that you act off of is based in truth and not feelings or delusion. Okay. Neptune is the absolute king of delusion. And Neptune in Pisces, you have watery depths that do nothing but exude energy of delusion. So make sure that you have all of the information available. Leave no stone unturned before you go out and decide to act. Okay. Especially as it pertains to verbal communication, social media, talking to others, whatever, whatever, whatever. Whatever actions you take, be sure that you have the entire picture. Cross your T's, dot your I's, so that when you do act, you are doing so without wondering if what you did was right. Okay. You don't want to come back down. Um, you don't want to be later on down the line, a few months, a few weeks, a few years, and wondering, was that right? Replaying that conversation, replaying those actions in your head. Because once you do or say those things, you can't undo them, okay? So make sure that you have the clear picture. I don't want anything in your life to come back to potentially bite you, like the weapons of mass destruction and the war based off of that in the Middle East, right? That there was a picture that was painted that seemed to be true, but it really wasn't true, and all the information wasn't given. And then you had what happened in the Middle East, okay? Now, this is the new moon, and with this month's new moon cycle beginning in Virgo, I want you to also take a moment to think about the seeds that you want to plant because this is the new moon. The moon cycle has reset. Now is a time to plant and to initiate. But when you plant, when you initiate, I want you to think about how it is that you're going to nurture what it is that you initiate. Okay. You can plant something, you can start something, but are you taking care of it? And are you taking care of it in the right way? So you can feel this energy in the background. It's moving, it's flowing, but it's subtle. This is a subtle energy that hums in the background because this energy is not hasty at all, okay? It is not in a rush. It is patient, but most importantly, it's confident because you're going to do what? You're going to move forward having all of the information. When you have all the information, you can make informed decisions, you can make correct decisions, and you can be confident in what you do. Okay. Go over the details, understand all of the little nuances because they are important. And if you roll with this energy, if you roll with doing all of that, you will be able to utilize the details and be ready to pivot and adapt if need be. Okay. See, a lot of times people see the details as something that bog you down. They are little annoyances, but actually the details are a strength. They are a strength because a lot of times that is where what the truth is. That's where the truth lies. That's where the truth is. Okay, I don't want you to think about details as quote unquote those things that hold you back. Okay. Now, if you are restarting something or if you are refreshing something, ask yourself, where do you need to make corrections? Ask yourself, how can you use the details and the small things to beautify your work? See, this new moon is sitting here in between Mercury and in between Venus. So, again, how can you use those details, those small things to beautify your work? Because you really can't get to the beauty of the finished product, of the finished project, until you redo what needs to be done and work those angles. Okay. It is the fine details that really make something sing. Okay. And I definitely want you to utilize the energy of Mercury because Mercury has station direct. So let Mercury and Leo reignite those ideas and refine what needs to be refined. Now, before I end this video, I want to leave you with a few questions. Okay. Before you get back into the groove, before you start your work, before you jump to it, and start working hard, working diligently, ask yourself, is what you're doing, is it worth it? Ask yourself, who is this for? Because if you can see, if you look at the chart, you can see that this new moon is actually squaring the midheaven, okay, in Sagittarius, part of this chart, in the 11th house. So this is a public house. This is the house of network. This is the house of connections. This is the house of community. This is the house of friendship. So ask yourself, is what you're doing, is it worth it? But better yet, ask yourself, who is this for? Is what you're doing, is it for you? Or are you doing this because you seek some kind of approval? Is this risk something that's going to benefit you, or are you trying to please others? Is what you're doing, will it get you a seat at the table? Is what you're doing so that you can fit in somewhere? And is this what you really want? What is the risk? What is the reward? I want you to think deeply about it. Think about it. Weigh out your pros and cons of whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Weigh out the pros and cons of whatever it is that you're trying to do. Weigh out the pros and cons of this project that you're restarting. Think deeply about it. And once you have your answer, then move forward, whether it's scrapping the project completely, reestablishing terms, or redefining who and what it's for. Okay. So, this was just a really quick video touching on the energies of the Virgo new moon here in September 2024. We are moving into eclipse season, the full moon eclipse. That's going to be an eclipse in Pisces happening. It's coming up later on in the month, so get ready for that. And this is going to be a new phase of things, right? This is going to be a new phase of it. And we're going to see how this is going to move forward in our lives. But that is the video for tonight. This this is the Virgo energy. This is the new moon energy. And I hope that this message has helped you out. We're in for an interesting month. September 2024. But yeah, I hope this video helped you out. I hope this helps you to understand this energy, and I hope that it helps you to come to a place of understanding about what it is you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. And understanding that you really have to pay attention to the details and you really have to define what's fact, what's fiction, what's fantasy versus what's reality. Okay. May you be blessed by this video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you have not. And share this message with someone you think, may need to hear this. Okay. So I am going to continue relaxing this evening. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.